Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC, coming at you live here on YouTube. I've got several things I want to talk to you guys about tonight. It's been a while since I've done a live video. It's also been about 6 days since I posted the last video. And because this guy's taken me so long, I don't actually have something else ready to post here for a little bit. I've been posting things over on Instagram, things I've been working on, small things, getting out the 5T and some other cleanup stuff that I've been doing. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys some stuff. I've noticed a couple weeks ago that we were getting up close to 20,000 subscribers, which is insane to me still to think about. 4 years into this thing, never would have thought this was going to happen. But I've been working hard. It's more than just playtime. There's a lot of work that goes into running a YouTube channel and trying to keep it filled up, and just hang out with the community. I'm spending a lot of time on other people's live streams and trying to whenever I can, and so that takes up evenings that I'm not able to edit or work. So anyway, yeah, so it's been really awesome, and hitting 20,000 is pretty cool. So I've got something I want to tell you guys about in a little bit that we're going to be doing as a giveaway. But first, I think maybe we'll talk a little bit about the Tamiya. We'll look in the comments, see what people are saying. I've got my phone here so I can look at what you guys are saying in here. I already had a few people come in. Earl RC's in. What's going on, Earl? Rick Jufer, James Price. How's it going, man? So in the beginning there, I was trying to alert people. I didn't know I was going to go live until I literally just got off a Skype call with Japan, because I'm going to be going to Japan. And I wish I had enough free time to actually head to Tamiya's headquarters, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have the time. And it's a little bit of ways from where we're staying, so it might be costly to ride the train there. We'll see. I might still be able to work it in if something else falls through, but that would be really cool to be able to go to Tamiya's headquarters. Noah's RC is saying you only need 108 subs till 20,000. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'll show you guys some of the stuff I'm doing with this. I haven't been able to do a reveal video. In fact, my GoPro is still set up on here because I've been running time-lapse of it because it's just been taking so long. Like, I spent like 2 hours just putting the light details on the top here and then the turn signals, just waiting for glue to dry and all that. So it's a lot more of a pain in a good way, but just slow and laborious process. That's been very rewarding and very fun at the same time, but it really hit just a slowdown and standstill when it came to getting the multi-function control unit, which we'll show you and talk about, because I also modded mine a little bit, and we'll try and show you what we did there. Team Vega RC, how's it going? Canada guy. So it's not completely done yet. I do have the receiver here in this Hobby King box that I have to open up, that I'm going to try out. And I don't think I'm going to actually paint the trailer at this point. I kind of like it running the metal. When I hooked it up and saw it, I kind of liked it. So I'm going to wait it out and see what we think in the end, but I can always quickly disassemble. I've already found that out from having to build it twice. I can disassemble it pretty quickly. How's it going, Steve? RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Give him a sup, guys. And yeah, he's got some cool stuff going on over there. Really big RCs and really fun stuff. They've got a blast, those guys, over with Steve. So anyway, I do have an announcement to go along with that. We'll talk about it in a second. I kind of found out, or maybe we'll talk about it now, because I don't know how this teardown is going to go, if it's going to be quick or not. I'm not actually going to open this box yet. I'm going to show you some pictures of what's inside it, because I've been working with somebody on getting something cool and special for you guys, a little bit custom, that we could give away. And I wanted to do more than just one giveaway because, well, there's a lot of you, and so I thought, the more chances, the better. And so trying to think through the cost of that, shipping, all of the details and all of that has been a little bit... Steve says he needs to get one of these now. It looks awesome, man. You can like drive in your next package if you want. Not on my table, of course, because it's pretty much the length of my table on here. This is actually the first time I've connected them. was tonight, and I actually realized that I don't know how to disconnect it. So if somebody wants to leave a comment below to help me disconnect the trailer, so I can show you this, that would be awesome. I'll be looking for it. Do it in all caps so I can find it. So let's talk about what's in here. Let's talk about 20,000 subs. Let's talk about the coolness of that. So I've been building this, and it's been sitting on this mat here for a couple weeks as I've built both of these. And I've had races and I've had other projects that Jeremy and I have been working on, and I've dropped screws and I've lost screws, and I finally realized, you know what? I need to get another mat. And so I called up CCxRC, and because I wanted this time, the last time I just ordered it from them, and I didn't ask for anything custom. It was completely blank white. This one is like a tabletop one. It doesn't roll up, which I wanted. I wanted it for just to put up here, and then I realized I also like to move it. I've also got this parts tray that's great for keeping my screws and all that stuff in. Love it. So I called him because I needed something new, and so he talked with me about the details, but what I wanted to do was get a custom logo put at the top of it and all of that for the YouTube channel. And so he told me this is the mat that I would want because he could make it so it would pack into a box so I could take everywhere like this. Mine's, quite a bit longer because of what I'm wanting it for, like my fifth scale and all that. And then ride some of the parts trays on the side of that actual mat, as you see here in the video. This is what he sent me a picture of it. It just came in the mail the other day, but as I was waiting for it, he had to get the stickers and all that printed and detailed out. I started talking with him about the possibility of ordering some more that I could use as a giveaway. And so I purchased 4 more mats and part trays, but like this one here, the designated ones for different screw parts. And so what I've got in the box that I'm going to be giving away 4 of is this little kit that packs down nice and small. So if you want to keep it in the box, take it with you to the racetrack, wherever you like to work on your RCs, it packs down real easy. But this is the pictures he sent me of it. I actually have it, one of them in my hands right now that is on the trailer, and it is this kit of CCxRC mats that we'll be giving away. And so it is a, I got to look up the dimensions. I was writing it down. What one is this one? It's a 12-inch by 24-inch screw catcher flat mat with the branding for CCxRC there up at the top of it. And it's got 2 of the Pro Mag screw catcher part trays that go on each side of it that aren't part of it, that you can use as you want for different projects or however you want. So the details of the giveaway will be coming up at a later point. I'll make a video and I will open this and show everybody what's in here. This is kind of a sneak peek look at it because I'm still working out all the details for the giveaway. I do have to limit it though to the US and Canada, just because shipping this, and there will be stipulations with Canada too that the winner will have to, if there is fees, taxes and stuff like that, they'll just have to be willing to pay that, or just say that, give it to somebody else, because they are heavy. They're magnetic mats. There's some heft to them, and the shipping is going to be expensive. It's something I'm fronting, as well as the cost of them. So Heath over at CCxRC has been really great in working with me on this, getting the stickers made. He was actually able to order it in time to put it in batch with my other sticker order for mine, and so we've worked it out that he'll be just directly shipping them. So instead of me paying shipping to myself and then paying shipping to whoever wins them, I'm just going to send him the winner's addresses and all of that, and then he'll work out the shipping and send me the bill. So it just saves me some money that way, and it just makes it a little bit easier on me to do a giveaway. Part of the reason that I did these CCxRC mats was, well, because everybody comes from a different genre that they like in RC. So if I were to give away an RC, one, it wouldn't be, it'd only be one. 2, not everybody likes the same RC. So if I say I'm going to give away a Granite, whoever gets them may like planes or whatever. I think that these mats are something that anybody can use and find a place for, even if you already have one. Being able to have a second one if you have a project going, it's always great to have extras. So anyway, that is the plan for the 20K sub giveaway, is giving away 4 kits. Now 2 of them are going to be given away here on YouTube, and the details again are going to come out because of the audience that we have here and the support you guys have shown me. But I also want to support some of the other people that have supported me. And so one of them I'm going to give away over at the Venom Lifestyle Facebook page. And actually, anybody that's on here can also enter in that giveaway too. You just have to become a member of the group and comment on the post there when it hits. But that'll all be part of the video that's for real about this. This is just kind of live, hanging out, because we haven't done videos in a while, and we haven't done live out here in a while. And so I thought I'd give you, I was excited about it, finally came in. And the reason that I do have one of them in my hands is I'm actually giving it away at my local hobby shop at the Hobby Town in Virginia Beach. This kit is going to be going there. They'll have it on display, and people just have to go in there physically and fill out a little form to be entered in the drawing so that they can get their phone number and all that. They'll have to come and pick it up if they win. So that's kind of the deal. So I can support my local hobby shop through it. I can support the Venom page, getting some people participating in over there. And I spend a lot of time over there too, answering questions, showing stuff that's going on outside of YouTube. It's a group that I really like and am a part of. And then here on Facebook, so or not Facebook, on YouTube. But there's stipulations, like you have to comment on the video, but you also have to be a subscriber, which you can just go and click subscribe, right? And you have to like my Facebook page. So whoever wins, I'm going to just cross-thread check and make sure that they're subscribed and liked, and then they win. And so I think we'll probably do either a live video showing that process taking place, or we'll do something to announce the giveaway. It'll be cool. So RC King says that Steve is his long-lost dad. Yeah, and he's got all of your long-lost toys that you should be playing with too, right, man? So we're live still, making sure we're on the right video. RC Off-Road Racing's in here. Hey guys, Tom Trax Booster FPV. Green Frog says great giveaway idea. I thought it was when I came up with the idea. I literally, like I said, I was ordering one for myself, and I'd been thinking about what RC I wanted to give away. There's the new Can-Am from Axial. There's some other stuff. You know, I love the Armored Granite. I thought about that. But then, you know, they don't have a battery. So what if somebody wins it, doesn't have a battery? You know, there's all these things that come up and you question. And I thought, well, this is something that literally everybody could use, even if they're not into RC. So, yo, Tom. Oh, check that out. Dawson is in here. Says, hey, man, how's it going? Dropped $1.99. Thank you, Dawson. You'll be seeing these mats up at the Hobby Town Virginia Beach store soon. I'm going to be taking them up there to drop them off, and I'll shoot a video from there talking about how that they can enter, that can be used on Facebook and stuff like that. So Josh Williams is in here. How's it going, man? Team Venom, he says. I'm feeling the sinus stuff coming on here. We're starting to hit spring, and yeah, it's that time. So again, we're giving away these right here. These 12 by 24, and then the 5 by basically 10, 9.75 part trays. 2 of those come in the box with the bigger one. Again, Heath has been awesome working with me on this, getting the logo. He actually up to the logo. I was telling him just simple black and white, and he went and kind of had his art guys make it look a little bit nicer for me. So thanks to him for doing that for me. No extra cost. So that was cool. So yeah, let's move this box. It really is heavy. Say the weight on it. I guess it's not that heavy. It's like 4 pounds. Feels thick. All right, so nobody commented or I missed it. How do I take this one off? Tom Tracks, Tony, can you explain the logo and where it came from? So this logo back here is what I'm guessing he's talking about. I grew up in the 90s, punk rock kid, loved graffiti stuff, loved really scribbly type artwork, you know, then went into the fonts and all that with computers. So I was just getting into RC 2014, I think it was. 2014. I think I got my first one in 2013. I should have the dates. Let's see. I think I wrote them down because I get asked this quite a bit. Let's see. History. Here we go. So my first RC was April 5th, 2013 was the Traxxas Stampede Gravedigger. So about a year after that, I was still really into it and decided, you know, I want to build a track. And so I asked my wife, I actually just wanted to build a jump in the backyard. And I asked her, and she was out of town, and she said, yeah, I could do that. And so as I was building, I just kept building more and more. So I had basically a little mini track going in the backyard. And so at that point, I realized I'm a dead man when she gets home. So how can I really sell this and make it, you know, fun? And so I made like a makeshift sign out of these old boards that we had. We had all this fencing, and when we bought this house, there's just so much work we did to it. Remove decks, and so we just had boards up the wazoo, and I just grabbed some and made a sign, a makeshift sign, and I quickly drew up a sketch that I could easily do. And so it actually should be CCRC is what it should be if you really read it. So, you know, like South by Southwest, those kind of things do use this. I really like the punk group MXPX, and so they do, you know, the MXPX around an X. And it's really just a punk rock thing, and yeah, it kind of stuck. But I went to get CCRC.com, and that's like some Chinese corporation something. I don't remember what it was, and so I couldn't get it. But I could get CCxRC, and so I say the X that's in the middle, even though it's usually silent. But CC is my last name, and so I just did CC. That's why I abbreviate on my tools. So if you look at my tools, kind of like my batteries here. Let me see here. I'll just use one of these cameras here. I think I can do this one. There. I just put CC, just 2 C's. It's easier. I get my tools back that way. And so that's what it was. It was the CCRC compound, and that's really the story behind it. And I wanted something that I could do easily anyway, so when I was creating a logo for it, because I knew I was doing a YouTube channel and all that, and I was building out. And at the time, what I was really wanting to build out was a website that was like a catch-all for all the best RC videos I found, kind of like littlethings.com is, or there's like Faith Tap and all those that literally just find really good content and then they post it, and so you can find it all just by going there. Some of the best stuff, you know, viral stuff on the internet. I wanted to do that with RC videos, find the best ones on YouTube and put them all in one place. And I had a website for a while. It ended up being, in the end, mainly my videos, not because they were the best, but because I didn't have the time to go and keep adding new pages and all that. And I can automate mine, so it automatically posts to the website. So there, that's a little bit of history you may not have known. I don't know if I've ever gone into that amount of detail for it. But I do like how it came out. It's really kind of my style. I like the grungy. I do like simple black and white because I was in t-shirts for a while. It's so easy to print. It's cheap. And you can make stencils to tag stuff pretty easily too. Yeah. So Dawson's asking what's the giveaway for. It's for when I hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is coming up soon. All right. Pulling up some of these questions here. There's a lot going on in the comments. I can't follow it all. So yeah. Ford fan 01 says, "Holy Jar Jar Binks! I didn't know the Tamiya semis were that big. Neither did I. It's crazy." So Tom Trax says, "LOLs. I love hearing the history of CCxRC." Says he loves MXPX. Some people in some of the live chats see this too. Where is it? So yeah, in my messy room here, I printed out a huge poking at you punk head, stuck it on my fridge. Jamin RC, hey Tony, plans of putting your logo on this one. Color totally fits. There are plans. I think I'm actually going to do black on black. So I'm going to put my logo on here. I haven't decided if I'm going to do matte black on black. So there's still going to be a sheen difference. Or if I'm going to do like, I don't know if you guys, if anybody's into monster trucks like I am, but last year at the Monster Jam World Finals, Max D came out in a matte black truck with like gloss black emblems and stuff like that, and it looks super cool. So I might do that. I don't know if I'm going to put them on the doors or if I'm going to do it big on the back. I'm not sure yet. That's kind of the plans. I do want to show you guys in here. I got to figure out how to take this off though. Oh, I guess I didn't really connect it all the way. That was easy. Okay, so let's see. James Sockrider, what camera am I using? I'm just using my iPhone on a tripod over there, and I use a software on my iPad that runs it all so that I can do multi-camera and all of that jazz. Put logos up, stuff like that. Little turn on and off things. Do something like, it's really cool software actually. Boom, welcome to the show. It's just got fun stuff in it. But if I took the time and really wanted to produce something cool, I probably could just using an iPhone. And if I could just sit and produce the show and have somebody else in the show, you could really do something killer. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to get this set up. I'm going to move the camera in a little bit closer. And while I do that, I'm going to show you guys a video of my 5T when I was running it and just doing some tuning with it. So let me just throw that on real quick while I get some stuff on the back end here set up. Back, and I got the camera a little bit closer in here so I can hold stuff up and show you. But basically, I mean, we've got most of it done. I haven't attached the wires yet or put on the front bumper, but I do have all of the lights wired up in the top and the headlights, which were kind of a pain. I ended up getting some glue in them. The gluing process with these is kind of, they say to use the extra thin cement, but I don't have the stuff to make it set faster, and so you get it on your fingers and you get it on the headlights and they look foggy, and yeah, I guess it looks like an old truck now. But so most of this is, you know, by the book what they say to do. And I may take these off. I'm not loving them. I may put the little mud flaps on instead. I've still got parts laid out here because I do have some things I still have to do. I have to do the mounts for the back door, which is somewhere. It's down there. Yeah, I have a few things. I'll probably take off the back again. You know, I didn't take all the bags apart, so I didn't actually get the black wire wrap out. I didn't even know that they had it in there to, you know, make your wires look nicer. So I've zip tied all mine up underneath. So I'll probably undo the zip ties, go back in and wrap these so you're not seeing all the colorful wires that they give you. To a degree, you can see my rat's nest in there. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Keep the comments up here so people can see. Team Vegas saying he has close to 60 subscribers. Go help him out, guys. So I'm going to take this off carefully because I fit it in there. Usually when you do this multi-function unit, the directions actually don't have it so you can have the seat and the driver. And he's not glued in there, but you can see him in there. He's not painted yet either. But he's sitting behind the wheel. I've got the wheel and the whole interior installed in there, as well as the multi-function unit. And so how's it going, Josh from Trigger King? Love your videos, man. Let's see if I can not destroy this as I pull it apart. Oh, you got a hanger on. So many wires. That's such a nightmare. And then these little stickers that you put on to help you know where they plug in. Alright, so you can kind of maybe see, if you've ever put one of these together already, some of the things that I've done different. So, where the guy's sitting is where they normally want you to put your speaker. And that is not what I did. I put the speaker up where you normally lay the MFC down on its back. And so I decided to just double side tape that right to the back of the speaker. And that meant that a couple things. It meant my wires weren't going to reach if I came up through the front anymore. They weren't going to reach and plug in right there. It's too long to go around the back. And so I actually... Oh, driver's goner. I actually went and I drilled a hole in the back here. You can see these wires here. And I drilled a hole. You know what? How am I doing this? Right there. There is the hole that I drilled out to run the wires. I don't know if I'm back or not. We cut out there for a second. Am I back? All right, there we go. Looks like I'm back. All right, so my phone just cut out of my iPad, so I just went and hit go again, and it looks like it's started back up. So I don't know where I was when it actually froze up, but here you can see the front of the speaker where that the seat are supposed to mount. I left it exactly like it's supposed to be. The inside, I am able to get the steering wheel and the whole dashboard. I'm trying to see how I can do this with my limited hands. You can see the dashboard up in there. So all these wires need to be wrapped and taped to the sides and the top of the truck. I just want to make sure that it was going to clear this when I did it. So yeah, so I was able to bring all the wires up right through the middle there, which hopefully won't cause any problems. And these are all zip tied together. Still a terrible nest. I don't know how I'm going to get the batteries in and out once they're in there. going to kind of present a little bit of a nightmare of a problem. So I am going to run small batteries because I don't need anything super powerful, I don't think, or anything, you know, with a huge maw. I can probably get battery half the size of that tray that'll power it for a long time, kind of like a crawler. So that's what I'm hoping. But let me get, first of all, my other camera connected again. If it will. It's not going to right now. So maybe we'll use this one, the upward angle, until we can see if that'll work. But that is like it's locked up still. So I'm going to walk over here and see if I can't fix it. But you guys, I'll be looking at the comments again here in a second after I close out of this app and restart the phone. Not the phone, but the app itself. See if that'll let us join it back in. But everything's a little bit of a mess around here right now. This project going on. Anybody that's been following over on Facebook knows I've been doing a lot of house projects as well. Looks like we got the camera working again. Sweet. I'll walk back around. Doesn't look like I added any house pictures in here that I can show you guys. If I can find one in this app. Here we go. I'll show you what we've been working on. There we go. So that's the kitchen renovation. Been tearing up a lot of my time. While that's up and I get things reset in here, I can look at some of the comments hopefully. So you can take a gander at that. And I'll pull up, there's one other thing I built. So we actually had a lot of help from workers from my neighbor's company doing that for us, most of that build. I did some with the countertops and all that. And I did redo our fireplace and built a new mantle to look like a big beam. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Doesn't look like that anymore. Of course, I had to like move everything out for the pictures, but right now it looks like there's a bunch of Legos and Octonauts and all the kid stuff. But all right, so we got this camera back up and running now. Oh, and it's blown out. So we're gonna go in, doing all this for you guys on the fly. Fun. Love when technology does its thing. Doesn't work like it's supposed to. All right, so that's kind of where she's at. You know, I've got the 2 Savox servos up front, the kit motor that comes with it, 3-speed, I think, transmission, and I do have the Spectrum controller. I think it's the DX6 something. For I got it for my drones, but I'm gonna use it for this, and so I got a receiver that came in to go with it. But that's it. That is what we got going on with it. RC Off-Road Racing says, this is my favorite channel when I got into RC. Awesome. Noah's RC's asking how I could let Billy fall out like that. RC Tanks and Trucks says it would look baller if I lowered it. That would look pretty baller, I will say. It'd look really cool. Josh Rhodes. Thanks, man. Got all my monster trucks over here. This one's been untouched, actually. Son of a digger. I'm wanting to do some like oval racing with these. I think it would be fun. Oval, and then one of the straightaways have just like 8 ramps lined up across the whole straightaway so that every car going around would hit it. You know, do maybe like 3-minute circuits. I think there could be some good carnage. You get 8 trucks in there. Just see what happens. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And those like Mod 4 ones, like the J Concepts builds, would be really killer on that. Corey Sweet, thanks, man. He says, looks like it did a really good job on the house. Team Vegas says, love the kitchen. Yeah, it was something we really wanted to do. It was not open concept, and we really wanted to open that up a little bit. This room up here is open concept, that's for sure. Open, messy concept. I like design, but I can't keep things clean because my problem is I try and do too many things, and I don't ever really finish the last thing that I was doing before I move to the next thing. Oh, I gotta find a better glue. Somebody, what glue do you use? Or is this just a constant thing where you're always re-gluing? But I find that I keep accidentally snapping pieces off. So this is gonna be, like, once I get this thing together, I don't ever want to have to, like, take it apart again. Like, these wires I know I have to, I guess, pull out here. That's what it was. Anyway, it's a real beast to get it together. You guys have any other questions, like the one about the logo? That was a good one. While we're on here, it's been almost an hour, broken up a couple times. I just wanted to jump in here and show you guys where this was at for a Tamiya Tuesday, and give you a little heads up about the giveaway. I'm super stoked about the 20,000. Not that it's about the numbers for me. I mean, the numbers are cool, but driving the RCs is what it's about for me, and the community that's built around it, and the great community that's here on YouTube is fantastic, and that's why you see me join in as many of the live chats as I can get on for other people. Josh Williams needs to come by and do a show with us. I need to plan it out, though, so people know. Josh Rhodes back in black. Somebody's saying stick a 6X in here and do some drifting. We do the drifting with the Tamiya Bagheera. That's where we do it, Josh. In fact, I should have videoed it, but at the last No Limit monster truck race, solid axle racing, I pulled out the Bagheera and I jumped it off the jumps, which was scary because I thought I busted it. But it was just, what was it? Oh, the, I think it busted the battery clip. Not busted it, but it came out, the little metal clip, and so the battery arm was brace was kind of free in there, and it was stopping the servo from turning. But yeah. Josh Rhodes saying sounds a lot like the J Concepts Monster Cross. Yeah, something like that. Just do a solid axle one. That's kind of where I got the idea from. I did the lap racing with the 5T for the first time, and I had so much fun doing oval. And I laughed about the thought of oval, but I've never had so much fun as just doing, because for the most part, you're just racing and bumping, and it doesn't get too technical because it's an oval. And so everyone, for the most part, you're keeping up with each other, but you're bumping and back and forth passing. So it's a lot of fun that way. I thought it'd be fun to bring that over to the monster trucks and do that kind of oval, but just throw one jump in. And then since they do have like the portable tracks, we could stick out a couple, one from each side of the plastic. Make like V's, so it's like an S curves on the other side. If we wanted, we could vary it up, but just kind of a hangout, have fun. Nothing like sanctioned, but just get together and race. Charles Wendler, when's the vid coming on the Slash conversion? I got that from Joshua Sanford Sr., and he does awesome builds. That's where I got my Bigfoot from, my Grandma Digger from. I really like when he builds stuff, and I saw it, and so I didn't do the conversion. I was getting ready to. I'd bought a Slash to do one, but I liked it as a Slash so much I wasn't sure if I could bring myself to making it one, and then this popped up, and that just made it easier for me, so I didn't have to convert the other one. But I might have to sell the other Slash now. See you, Tom. Someone's saying Zap Goo, Gorilla Glue, Super Glue. You know, I've started moving over to these like Loctite super glues, gel control, to do stuff because I wasn't having luck with the thin cement. Team Vega RC. How many RC do I own? Josh Rhodes. Also, what steering setup is on the Grandma Digger back there? You know, I think it's a ZRP one. Because that's the... what's the racer body? Retro Racer? I think that's by ZRP. So I think that's their servo mount, the lay down. Because on the back I've got the lockouts from them that has the little hitch part where you can put a little trailer hitch. Josh Rose saying shoe goo is his go-to. I need to probably get a different shoe goo because I've got this one and it just makes such a mess every time I open it that I just hate using it. I just went and bought some modeling cement too. Thought maybe I'd try that, like they build model kits with. I don't know. I'm all over. Oval Crazy 8, Filthy Kill RC is saying that would be pretty cool. Oval and Crazy 8. So none of that's, you know, for sure. I've been kicking the idea around. Josh, this Grandma Digger is like my favorite. I think Matthew Hall built it, sold it to Joshua Sanford, and then I gotta fix this camera. And then I got it from him. I posted a picture of a grandma and said, I have to have one. I really want one of these. And surprisingly, Josh Sanford said he had one and would be willing to sell it, which I don't know that I would ever be willing to sell mine. I guess if I had to feed my family. And I didn't have anything else left to sell. I kid. All right, let's see. That's better. So, yeah. So they both have fun things. Like this one's pretty stock, this Bigfoot, except that I do have rear steering on that one that I can turn on and off with my controller. So I can do two wheels down the straightaway, hit the button if it's like a tight corner. It's pretty cool. But when you're going fast down a straightaway, if there's long straightaways, it's like all over the place. Even for a retro, it's hard to control. Dawson's asking, am I coming to the Mini Z race this Sunday? I'm trying to. Josh says it holds on all his flags and tires. Wow, Shugo. I'm going to have to try that. Brad Coleman says, Phil, I hate when you film in your backyard. Huh. Is it okay when I film in my backyard? That's very pointed. Brad would like to see somebody put a brushless on a King Hauler. But what would be the point? Like, what would it do? It's kind of like the Tamiya. Well, that's not true. People do put brushless systems. I've got a brushless one up there. So I take that back. But they're so much fun. Like the Tamiya Cloudbuster is so much fun with just the stock motor. And yeah, that's the other thing I think I would do if I did the oval racing is I would say stock motor and pinion set so that they're all kind of closer in speed for it to just really be because that's what they do with like the Tamiya Bagheera racing. If you're doing ovals and stuff or any track racing with those, they have a lot of limits to keep them pretty much equal, and that comes down to just skill. Jacob Smallwood, how's it going, man? How much more work to do on the racehorse? I have the racehorse parts right here. think this is it. This is all I need, I think. It's right there. It's all built. Those axles have been a hassle for me since the day that I got them and put them together. So it hasn't driven. And I thought it was some other issue with, I'd done the larger bevel gears in the axles. And I'd never done those before. And so I thought maybe my gearing was off because I'd put it on the ground and it wouldn't drive. But if I held it up, the wheels would spin. And if I dropped it while it was moving, it would keep going. Turns out that I think the hexes that I had were too narrow, and so the tires were actually clamping down on the bearings when I tighten it down and keeping it like actually rubbing on the axle so that it wouldn't spin. So when we loosened it up, they spun great, but the nuts would come off. And so I think because those axles didn't come with hex adapters, I just pulled some off another truck, and they didn't work. So I now have these Traxxas ones that are a little bit extra wide. So they might actually stick out of the wheel a little bit, which is okay, I guess. But I think this is going to do it. So I just need to do this. I've got the shocks. In fact, I've got extra 2 sets of shocks now. I just found the original shocks. I put them in my Dremel case for whatever reason. I have a bin of like Dremel accessories, and I opened that up today to give to my father-in-law because he's going to remount part of his lock for his deadbolt. And I opened it, I'm like, seriously? Here are the shocks that I looked for 2 weeks, and then finally ordered 2 new sets that time because the price was right, and they were axial fully complete, and so I got 2 sets of them. So yes, this thing will this weekend be running, and so I actually just laid out all the piping in my backyard again. Just wanted to have a little bit of fun that way instead of just the grass. So I did put the pipes back down, and this will be, God willing, running with these. If not with these, I'm taking off some hexes off of some other truck, and I'm just going to run that thing because it runs great. Once it was going, it lands well, the shocks, everything works good. I need to Velcro my batteries because the thing with the Venom batteries is they've got like their sticker on the bottom. And so whenever I pull the Velcro off, because I basically have Velcro down on that metal plate, the electronics plate, and then I also run Velcro over just so it doesn't fly up. But the main thing keeping it from moving is the Velcro on the bottom, and that keeps ripping off my batteries. But anyway, awesome chassis. The only thing I might do is Dremel out a couple holes in that electronics plate to run a strap through it permanently. Jacob Smallwood says, I've got to finish up a Digger 7 for Josh Rhodes. Oh, interesting. Team Vega RC looks like I abandoned the DHK Zombie. Actually, when I did the granite video in my backyard, I have the DHK ready to go. I don't remember what it was that I couldn't run it. In fact, I took a picture with both of them. I'm going to prove it to you because I had both of them out ready to run. I know I don't need to. And actually here. Let me do these. Flip this. Let me show some things here. So there, Jacob, is the truck after I lost the wheel. Let's see. Let's go back here to the pictures. It's where somebody stole my T-shirt design. Build processes. There it is. It was ready to go that day. Oh, it was in the video. So in the video, I had filmed them both together when I was putting the battery in the one. But I never got around to being able to run this one for whatever reason. So I had it out. It's ready. It's actually sitting with the battery charged for it, waiting to go. So you shouldn't do that. did it, didn't run the battery, and I did not drain the battery either. So I should do that tonight and then recharge it back up when I run it. So, but yeah, I do have the Zombie ready to do a bashing. The Maximus I was thinking about the other day. I think at this point I'm actually going to get rid of my E-Revo. That's up here. It's got the nice Badlands on it. I just put on the metal drive shafts, but I don't ever run it. I abhor the battery tray setup on those. I don't know why. I just do. I don't like anything that limits what batteries you can stick in, like that does. So I kind of like open compartments where I can just Velcro it down. I love Velcro. But yeah, Velcro straps are what I want in a car. I just find it to be easy. Not everybody does, but that's my preference. Try and catch up here. Okay, Brad saying the point would be to see how fast this could go on brushless and still be stable. That would be interesting. I'll give you that. Oh, man. Jacob Small says he's doing a replica chassis. Oh, man. What car is in the top right? Which way is right? Is it this way? Or is it this way? Who's right? My right? Or the video right, which would be this way? Because that would be the E-Revo. Pat Blair says if it keeps binding, try putting a shim between the hex and the bushing or the bearing. The hex and the bearing. Okay. That's awesome, Jacob and Josh. Sounds pretty cool. Brushless doesn't always mean to go faster. It's just a smoother ride. That's not always true, is it? Especially at slower speeds. Depending on which brushless motor you get. Jamin, Tony, could you get an autograph? Can I get an autograph t-shirt, please? Whose autograph do you want? Like, I mean, you can get autographed t-shirts anywhere you want, bud. I got an autographed car body from Dennis Anderson. Now, we'll talk, Jamin, man. Hit me up on Facebook. Pat Blair, you getting rid of your Traxxas rigs is probably one of the best ideas I've heard. Oh, man, people. I just got me this Traxxas. I love this Traxxas. I love the Fortec I got down in the garage. I did say that I don't like the slash battery trays, though. However, I can stick a 3-cell in the Fortec with that little battery tray, no problem. And I think I actually got one into the son of a digger without actually having to put the right system in. It's flexible enough. Brad and Phil are having some words. So I'm really curious, though, guys, about that chassis. A Digger 7. I really want to see what that's looking like. Is it gonna be? Are you welding it together, or how are you making it? I'll wait for the comments. Anyway, lots of fun stuff going on. I also been working. I had to redo a whole computer setup over there for myself for working at home. I got just all cramped up on always working on the laptop, and the Apple keyboard that I have just is garbage on the new MacBook Pros. They're garbage. That new butterfly, whatever system they're using underneath the keys is just, I prefer the older model of keyboard. But they feel all right to type on, except that they stick. And so, like, I'll be typing, I'll hit the space bar, and it does, like, double space, triple. So I get, like, a period and then a space. So I'll just be typing, and it just keeps putting periods and spacing and capitalizing, and just craziness. Cool, man. Josh, I will check it out. Red Kelman's asking how many RCs do I have. I don't know. It depends what I count. If they're hobby grade or not. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 25 in this room. 26 with that boat. And that's not counting like the more toy grade ones that I have in here, like little military trucks for my kids, and not counting the drones or like the micro cars. Like, I didn't count like the mini Z's. But then in the garage I've got, so that's 26-ish here. Then in the garage I've got, so if somebody remember 26, 5T, DBXLE, Fortec, Slash, Bagheera, Zombie, Maximus, Low C10 Rally, Bison, the V-Car short course, and then the plane. Got another plane up there actually, and oh, there's a crawler over there I missed, and a cheetah. So that's maybe 16 down there. So 42-ish. 42-ish. We'll go with that. Trying to go from my head. Oh, the granite, 43. Oh, the little team associated reflex is 44. Traxxas TRX4, that's 45. There's a little V-car buggy is 46. 46-ish? I don't know. But what are my favorite ones? That's the real question. I love the X-Max. I love the 5T, DBXLE. The big ones are awesome. I really like the Bagheera for a cheap, RC. That thing is awesome. On road, love it. I like it more than the Fortec, honestly, which is faster, but it's just more fun to run the Bagheera. I love the Granite a lot as a basher, just awesome. My retro ZRP Racer chassis, Grandma Digger is my favorite, and then the ZRD, which is from Freestyle RC. I like all the monster trucks. I haven't really got to try this racehorse chassis yet, but I really like how it's built a lot, and so I think I'm gonna like that one a lot. I've got a good motor system in it, good servo. So if I can get the shocks dialed in just right, I think that truck's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Filthy Kill. That's kind of where I'm at. So I'm actually looking to get rid of some. Just don't have the space, and I've got some that are just parts in the garage. So if I counted those, it'd be really scary. But I keep them because I want to just part them out and grab the brushless motors and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try and sell some, even though I know I like a lot of them that I'll be selling. Like the Revo, I like a lot, but I prefer the Granite for just grabbing it and quickly going. I only need one battery. Don't break stuff on it. I don't think I will with that one with the new arms on it or the new drive shafts, but yeah. So I'll probably be getting rid of some. I'll keep my crawlers because I like them. I might get rid of one of them, the sawback one, converted to a D90. I may get rid of the Zombie because I do run the Granite all the time. Not for any reason that I like it better over the Zombie. I don't know. Maybe I'll take it back out and see what I think. I'll run them side by side, which is what I was intending to do the other day to feel the difference and which one I like more. So I'll give that some thought. But yeah, maybe the Maximus too. You know, like I've always told people, between that or the Zombie, I prefer the Zombie because it just takes one battery. It's easier to deal with, and I have more 3S batteries than I do 2S. So, you know, getting matched pairs and all that's kind of a pain. Then I get matched pairs for that, but they don't fit into my eRevo. And so that's why I'm probably going to thin out those ones that take multiple batteries. So this Alfa Romero over here, Brad, is actually a drift car. That's not a Tamiya. It's one of the other popular brands that I'm blanking on the name of right now. Oh my gosh. It's going to come to me. Josh is saying the ZRP retros look like fun. He just doesn't like the stock wheelbase. Stretch out all his retros by 3/4 of an inch. This one is stretched a little bit, the grandma one. I don't know if it's 3/4 of an inch. It's probably about 3/4 of an inch, actually, on that one, which makes it actually difficult because we have like a corn pit, like mud pit, and getting into that thing at high centers where the other ones don't because they kind of roll the front tires down. And so I always have to pretty much go up and kick mine in every time because it just won't go in. I know. Go for it in the comments. Shaman's asking about his Rustler with all energy alloy parts. I don't have any those, man. I don't have a Rustler. Don't have one. The thing I love about the Granite over the Zombie is that it's not alloy parts. It's plastic. You guys seen how I drive metal Benz? So yeah, those are just my thoughts. Everybody can have their own opinion. Anthony Luna's asking if I'd be willing to sell my ground pounder. I'd think about it. I would think about it. I do have a lot of monster trucks now. It actually always performs better than my SMT-10s for some reason. I put all the money and stuff into my SMT-10s, and I have a brushless system in the ground pounder, and I've got the axle braces and the better drive shafts and steel gears and all that. So I've done some upgrades to it, but nothing like the other ones, and it just, I don't know why, it just outperforms for some reason. I don't know if it's the weight of those axle braces just bringing it down, but I do like that car. So Josh, I do actually run because of the way that race chassis is set up, I have my battery so that it's all the way forward so that it will drop and it still just doesn't quite get in there. It's weird. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony, yeah, just hit me up on Facebook, man. We can talk. We can see what we might be able to work out. I did just put, I don't know if you saw the drive shaft up front when I did to that thing with it. And even still, I raced it 2 races like that, and it still did awesome. It was funny. I mean, I can never in the pro mod. I can't keep up with those guys. I'm just getting into racing anything RC, and I can do all right in the retro some days. Other days I'm just terrible, and then I do pretty well. I do the best with my retro, and I do second best with my 2.2 class. And I think it's more just that people don't run as many of them, and so the class is a little bit smaller. So that lets me win there, or at least podium there. I think I've won twice, but I haven't even podiumed with the pro mods yet. I can't even. I'm not even close. I could do well in qualifying. I've qualified A main. I even did it at Solid Showdown in Richmond last year, and there's a lot of the big boys out there, and somehow I qualified A main, and you know, I made it a couple of races. I won into the brackets with the ground pounder, but I didn't clear the bracket to move on. I got knocked out of the bracket it was in, but pretty much if I didn't bring a lot of cars to the Solid Showdown, I wouldn't get very many runs in because I was just getting destroyed there. Other than, like I said, I qualified really well, and then I sat all day to the A-main and got beat the first race, so it was disappointing. But, yeah. Not a contender with any of my trucks in that class. Yeah, Josh, they're actually talking about cutting those mud pits down because they are such a problem. Either that or they need to get more corn for them so the tires hit. It's a pretty tough entry on that thing. Charles is saying, for me, the more shafties I drive, the more I realize how the SMT doesn't drive that well. I did actually pretty good this past week with the ZRD, which was shocking because I've not had a whole lot of time on the wheel with this thing, and I don't have it tuned right yet. And I want the look scale, so there's problems with that because it sits really high with the tall shocks, but it just looks so cool. But yeah, my newest one is this one up here, the Snakebite, and that's a cloud-based pro mod. And I do need to mount the servo. I need to get one of the rear-mounted ones, or behind the axle or whatever, because the servo arm on this thing is bent because I cased down on the front of it and it actually sticks out past the wheels with the nut on it, so it hits. It's the first thing that hits on impact if you come down on the front. And they put carpet over the ramps, and I didn't realize it. I just got this out, and it was only the second race with it, and it's probably the third time I've driven it. I wanted to get some practice time in, and so I hadn't realized that I hit that jump, and with the carpet on, it makes it lip a little different, and it just was, I mean, throwing everything forward. But yeah. Earl RC is asking if I have the green buggy. It's the V-Car buggy. Yeah, so 10th scale buggy, I think. Yeah, it's like green and white, kind of cool print. It's a fun little buggy. That's my youngest son's favorite RC. He just loves to do donuts with it in the dirt. That's why it's his favorite. But yeah, Josh, I'd love to head out your guys' way sometime. I couldn't fly in with much, but maybe one day I'll find one of your cool events going on with Trigger King and try and show up at one. But the Solid Showdown is good. Those guys put on an awesome event. It's a 3-day thing, I think, this time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday night they're going to get through qualifying and then qualify the retro, and I think race retro first thing Saturday morning or something like that. I don't remember the schedule, but it looks like intense fun. Man, some of those guys from Michigan come down, Pennsylvania, Maryland. They come from all over the kind of Northeast, and they tear it up there. It's fun to just sit and watch those guys run. Josh says they're racing this weekend. Will be their Winter Series finale. Those things are awesome. So they do them in like a warehouse of, I think it's like a vinyl shop or something like that. And it looks like so much fun on that floor. And the courses that they set up, freestyle in there's killer. They do an awesome job with the videos. I want to just call and talk to you sometime, Josh, about what you guys do. I'll hit you up on Facebook. So we've gone way longer than I thought I was going to. Can't even tell on the phone here how long it's been. Thanks, 11 Charlie RC. About the, he said the Grand Hauler looks awesome. So next I've just got to get in there and hook up the receiver. I wish I'd have cut the battery lead off earlier. It's going to be kind of a pain now, but I'll get it downstairs in the garage and do that. But I will say it's kind of more fragile than I expected. Everything is, the plastics. Especially if you use thread lock that was not the thread lock included. I learned that later, that they came with thread lock and I wasn't using it, and that would have probably worked better than the blue thread lock I was using. So yeah, Josh says vinyl images. Yeah, very cool. Very cool spot that they run them. Charles Wendler says loves how ZRP Diablo Pro handles. And he's saying he likes the clods a lot better. You know, I did a lot better with this just for the third time I'd driven it, second race, than the other trucks that day. But it handles. So this is a short wheelbase too. I have to show you guys. This thing's a little bit problematic. And huge thank you to Green Frog RC for recommending these yoga blocks for setting cars on. Such an inexpensive way to do it. So I'm gonna have to go, I think, to this camera again to show it. Here's on Solid Axle Monster Mayhem, but it's hard to see. But where the motors are, I've actually bent again. Oh, it stopped freezing. The way I'll parts there where the because it's censored, and so it could go there with the sensor cable, but not anymore, of course. Sensor wire running here. Problem is that with this setup with these XCar ESCs is that I have to use the backwards wiring in order to run it, the back motor in reverse. And it sounds like if I got some of the nicer ESCs from Hobbywing, I could do the reverse in the ESC and not have that issue where, because right now if one of these sensor wires pops out, that's all she wrote. The way it's gonna freak out. But right now, when both sensor wires are in, the motors run like they should. But if that sensor wire pops out, one of them, then the rear will actually turn the opposite way. So it's kind of crazy. But it's a short wheelbase, so it turns, and it's just really, really fun to drive. I don't remember how this was set up. Like that. But I do love this thing. Sits nice. Josh Rhodes says the slick concrete has thrown us for a loop. None of us thought the gold compound Renegades would hook up on that floor. Jay Concept guy showed us otherwise at the King of Monsters event. That's cool. Josh Rhodes is saying that Matt Stoltz uses the XCar setups like this and stops all of us. Yeah, I saw him. He was at the Solid Showdown last time, and he was flying. Like I said, this thing is it's stupid quick, and very inexpensive for that setup of motors. I think I got 2 sets of ESCs and motors for the price I was going to pay for one of the censored Castle motors, because I like Castle. That's why I use most of my stuff when I buy motors. In fact, I've got a Castle system sitting over there that's going into the sticker bomb to try and give it a little bit more speed. They're Mamba X motor censored, so we're going to try and give sticker bomb a little boost now that he's a 2.2 class. I don't know if it's going to help, but it seems like it should. How's it going, Chevy Man VC? Yeah, I haven't done very much with Hobbywing stuff. Like I said, I tend to get Castle just because that's what my local shops carried, and kind of like Venom batteries, I got used to buying them. They work for me. They've been good to me if I've had any issue, and you know, I guess that breeds loyalty. So that's just what I start looking at when I'm looking. I had to be convinced to do otherwise. But basically what convinced me was I wouldn't have minded dropping the money to do the Castle setup in this truck. I mean, I would have minded a little. It's going to be expensive. But I really didn't know if I was going to like running these clod axles versus, you know, having the shaft-driven SMT10 style. I wasn't sure I'd like the performance. And I didn't want to have that much in motors and stuff if I scrapped it or sold it as a, you know, almost ready to run. So, yeah, I'd almost be tempted to the other. So, yeah, I could see switching that over to Castle just because I like their back end software. Getting the Bluetooth, so like this has the Monster X in it, and it's running the Bluetooth module, so I can do it all right from my phone. We are going long, over an hour. RC hour is more like RC 1.5, 1.75 hours. But yeah, so if you came in late, there's going to be the giveaway coming You'll look for a video that's going to have just kind of details. Again, we're giving away this CCxRC kit right here with the 12 by 24 mat, rollout mat, and then the two of the parts trays on the sides that are 5 by 9.75, and they'll come all packaged up like this. If you want to be able to take them to the track, store them away, or use them on a bench, but store them away so that they don't have everything just put on them and make them destroyed, kind of like mine's getting. But again, the idea came to me when I went to buy myself a new one for my 5T so I can take it to races with me, lay it across the whole table. I wanted something big, so I contacted CCxRC to say, how big can I get? Can I get it custom? And so he started working with me. We got my logo in, and they designed it. And then when I was trying to find out what to do for the 20K subscriber giveaway, I was thinking about cars. I was thinking of all different kinds of things, controllers. Well, you know, people might not like Spectrum. People might like, you know, there's all the issues that come up with people and loyalties and, you know, the types of cars they like, whatever. Not having money to buy batteries, you know, can't ship it with batteries. Although I, you know, thinking back, I could have talked to Venom and got something sent from there. But it's all hindsight, and I like the idea that, you know, pretty much these mats can be used for anything. So even if somebody gets out of RC, these mats are awesome for just working with and not losing screws. And so we're going to be giving those away. I'm going to do a video that shows it off. I got it in the box here, but I'm saving it for the real announcement. This is kind of like a teaser announcement, and it's going to have the rules listed. In the description. It's going to require a comment because I'm going to use a random comment picker. Facebook is going to be a little different. There's going to be one given away on the Venom Lifestyle page that they have. I asked them if I could do one there for a couple reasons. The subscriber pool on my YouTube is huge. I think that makes it a little bit of a smaller group that'll probably be there to try and win it. So, and some of the core people, you know, would jump over there and sign up that way. And so I like that ability. And then I wanted to give one away locally, and so I'm doing that through my local shop. So there's 4 of them being given away. 3 of them that you have the chance to win online. If you live in the Virginia Beach area or anywhere close to here and want to drive up there and sign up for it, you can do the sign up. Again, you can see... Put this one up. You can see the logo and all that's on them. So they're going to be CCxRC branded CCxRC mats. And so I'll be paying shipping for them out whenever they win, and it'll come directly from CCxRC. Heath has been awesome in working with me when I said, hey, can I buy these and just ship them directly to the winners from you? You know, just send you an email with who to send, you know, packages to. He said he'd do that for me. So...
You'll
thanks.
need to unlock your iPhone first.
Thanks for that, Heath, if you watch this. But I just wanted one more time, if anybody joined in late and didn't know what was going on, before we wrap up, just want to say it one more time. And yeah. See you, Josh. We'll talk sometime soon. All right, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here at that. Again, be looking for the announcement, the video. It'll have a thumbnail that says giveaway, really big, you know, 20K sub giveaway. And it'll have the details, and I'll post on my Facebook and Instagram so people know to go to YouTube to look for the video as well. Of course, if you hit the little subscriber bell, you'll get notifications in your email, and you'll get an email saying about the enter to win. So yeah, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, for jumping the conversation. I know I don't have these scheduled, and so, you know, anybody that shows up, you know, I never know when I started if anyone will show up. So thanks for tuning in, for chatting along with each other in the comments, chatting with me, asking questions, and I just thank you guys for the community here, and that's why I wanted to do something like this giveaway that I'm paying for, again, out of pocket. So just as a thank you for, you know, the last 4 years and how awesome it's been and how awesome you've been, and just kind of moving forward. And so we'll see when we hit that 25K. We'll maybe step it up even more. So thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time.